Good morning, Emma. Thanks for meeting with me today. The purpose of the meeting was to run you through the report and discuss the remuneration suggestions and approach and give you an understanding of what this would look like in practice.
Thanks, Brittany. I'm very keen to understand what your thoughts are, as Rufus and I have invested a lot into our business and just want to do what is right for our team.
Firstly, I wanted to call out your strategy and business plan are being very well defined, and you certainly know what you want to achieve with the business.
Thank you.
When tasked with this strategy report, my first thoughts were around how competitive the cafe market is and how you really need to be thinking outside the box when it comes to being market leaders in this industry. Now, my philosophy in any business is that you as a business owner or manager are nothing without the support and work of your staff. In order to get your staff on side and seeing the business through your eyes, it's really important to make sure they feel valued and appreciate every day that they're at work.
Totally agree with you there. I mean, back when I was just a young barista, I felt like I was just showing up to work for the sake of it, and I didn't really care about the business because the owners showed no interest in us as we were just the staff. I never want my people to feel like that. I want to attract and retain good people.
Exactly. So the plan in a nutshell is just that. We just don't want the staff to feel like they're pushing through orders. They need to see their value and their worth. So I have 4 key actions from this report: salary review, salary packaging options, benefits, and training and upskilling.
Sounds simple enough. Keeping in mind we don't have a huge budget to play with, so how can I achieve all of that?
Starting with salary review, in order for us to attract the experience we want, we need to be paying more than the minimum.
But we do.
Yes, but see, we're only paying just above the minimum, which is pretty standard across the industry. In order for us to attract the more senior or experienced staff, we need to be paying that bit more again. Adding that wow factor for someone to choose us over another cafe to work for. The more you pay, the more talent you attract, as you may find senior experienced staff that are wanting to make the move across to us from another cafe, as this will be then the deciding factor for them.
Okay, yes, I see your point. So what's the additional cost?
After looking at your business plan and award rates, my estimate is that the salary costs and super cost increase is only $452 a month combined, which, to ensure staff and customer satisfaction is high, then that's a very fair investment. Any questions so far?
Okay, great. That's not actually as bad as I thought it would be. My only concern is my current staff now.
No problem. So you can scale pay rate from that to give the senior staff a little bit extra, where the more junior ones a little bit less, and gradually increase them as their skills begin to match up. This just needs to be clearly outlined in contracts and ensure that everything is in line with the Equal Employment Opportunity Policy and Fair Work.
Sounds good to me.
Next, we have salary packaging. With increased living costs and families needing to stay in work more to account for this, any benefits aimed at families is a bonus for both families, government and you. With agreements for childcare on car sacrifice being simple to draw up, these are a big win and a big sweetener for any working parent. With help from your accountant, pay specialist, this can be a major win for both you and the staff. Not many small businesses offer this, so this can get complex, but given the right advice and documentation, this can be a great option.
It sounds complicated.
In the scheme of things, you may not have too many staff that take up the option, but it's great for people to have the choice. The ATO has some great information available, and your accountant may also be in the know if they have previous experience in this.
That's true, and you're right, not very many small businesses do this. And if we go out to franchise, we can use this as a pilot to see if we can help franchisees set this up as a regular option for employees. This will help future franchisees see this as a benefit and choose us over any company.
Exactly. Okay, so third suggestion is around general staff benefits. Here I'm suggesting 3 to start with, and then you can build on them once you know the full effect after they're in operation. So 40% off food and bottled beverages whilst on shift, free coffee whilst on shift, and an annual variable potential bonus or profit share. Discounted food almost needs to be given. So at this rate, you still cover your costs. It's just losing out on the profit margin, which is perfect. Staff like this, as they're already going to spend the money on lunches and whatever it may be. This just makes it more attractive and they're happier about spending it if they know they're getting a good deal. Free coffee. I mean, really, how much coffee would you drink on your shift anyway? So it's not a big loss to the business. And also, I'm not a tax professional, but I think if we speak with your accountant, there may be a potential tax advantage to this also, but I'm not sure. Bonus or the profit share. So within your performance management framework, there's great structure in which you can track and outline a staff member's performance as well as track against business performance. The framework is imperative in order for the bonus scheme to work. What you will need to decide with Rufus is what target you would like to set yourselves to reach in profits before you're considering offering a share in the bonuses, as well as what's the max potential you'd want to outline for each role. Depending on how you would draw it up in contract, it just means that it's never guaranteed. If you have a bad year in profits, then there's not going to be a bonus or profit share, so it wouldn't disadvantage you.
Some really great ideas there, Brittany, and you have been fantastic in limiting the impact on the financial side of things.
Great. The last thing also that I've outlined in the report is around training. So each month we would need to invest in a training after hours from work, so it's an additional 2 hours paid from the staff members to the staff members, on a topic each month, whether it's an upskill, whether it's a suggestion from team members, whether it's anything that we see that will give us a competitive edge, and this only adds an additional $500 a month in the training budget. That's not to say that we may not necessarily use it every month. However, it's only an additional $500, and if it gives us that edge over any other competitors, then that is going to help us tremendously.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll speak to Rufus about that.
Perfect. So you're happy with all the ideas raised? Anything you want to change?
At this stage, no, I like them all. I'm happy for us to move forward on a detailed project plan for delivery of these.
Perfect. I'll book in time with you and Rufus so we can map out how you want all of these ideas embedded, and then we can track to that.
Great. I look forward to working with you and the various stakeholders to bring this all to life.
Thanks again for